If universities in England vary requirement to include training charges of £9,250, how can they propose learned graduate courses for as slight as £5,100? They've alerted how not creature capable to accusation several of the highest charges in the planet would indicate they could not provide to assist the largest disadvantaged applicants. Time students include complained on ending in £50,000 in obligation. Universities are now precautionary on their own finance pressures. But it raises the issue on how lot a college extent vary expenses to supply. For student courses in England, charges include stored growing to the maximal allowable standard, now £9,250 per year. But graduate charges include not had the identical kind of regulatory, and this shows how lot kind is probable. If you research story at Bristol College at student standard, it expenses £9,250, but a learned a-year MA at the identical college is £8,300. At some Russell Team universities, an MA extent in story at Leeds expenses £8,500 and in Newcastle he's £7,400. The fee gap gets though broad in some universities. A graduate story extent in York St John is £6,000, and an MA in British publication at Liverpool John Moores is £5,100. At College School London it expenses £10,440 for an MA in story, and at SARS School London he's £9,900. So time nearly each student year expenses the identical £9,250, down there is contest in graduate degrees, that in theoretical should price more than. On to a 2014 Financing Justice research, graduate courses in England, in less classes and high training expenses, were on ordinary 47% more than costly to supply for every undergraduate. The was relying on every complete time student, undergraduate on ordinary standing a college £7,694. But is down there very a significant ordinary? Topics such as scientific and medical need more than costly machinery and much longer training several hours rather than arts and liberal arts. The present framework of plain charges for all topic replaced a financing framework profiled about such a differences. Up charges were grown to £9,000 in 2012, the standard of by the government supporting per undergraduate was 4 persons times high for a top cost object such as medical rather than a cheap cost object such as story. The was on top of the training fee of on £3,400. For the largest costly courses, down there is yet an additional training grant, but for the most of topic, largest or all of the financing comes of the training royalties. On to universities UK, the cheapest, class-based topic, such as story, now price more than rather than £7,000 to supply. If the position 18 overview intermittent the training fee to £6,500, it will yet requirement a future upper up. The could each indicate students' profitable high charges for topics such as scientific or medical or else the by the government will include to ensure additional financing. So how lot over £6,500 should universities get? The recent main overview of college financing, in 2010, estimated universities on ordinary would accusation on £7,500 per year in training charges. But universities claim how he's a confusion to see training charges in regulation of profitable for training. The Millionth Advantage team of new universities, in its testimony to the AGA overview, says training charges are no immediately connected to in-person year of research and would be superior outlined as a college royalties. It says the fee relating coverage job for disadvantaged students and all the center services of a college, in regulation of means, authority, sale, admissions and well-being supporting such as psychological public health services. The Russell team has quantized the proverb how for a year such as story, on £1,100 will be consumable on expansion accessing and on £8,100 will be consumable on training and college services. It estimates a excess of on £60 per story undergraduate per year, but argues how a college might include a deficit of £1,000 on every scientific undergraduate. Lot of human beings will be amazed to listen how lot universities learn undergraduates at a losing, told Russell team head execution Tim Bradshaw. If the by the government very does believe reduction training charges, it will include to do up the loose financing incomplete via training grants. A representative for the College of Bristol explainable their reduce fee for a graduate year. This price of supplying the program is just one of lot factors that impact how we set training charges, she told. Ours repute for a specific year, as so as the standard at that charges include historic bin kit, requirement to be evaluated holistically each year to provide the finance stability of the college. Graduate charges as well don't include to lid expenses for expansion accessing. Liverpool John Moores told it loaded £5,100 for a graduate extent since the precedence was no the restoration of our expenses but the regulation of opportunities for students of all backgrounds. A representative told the judgment to cost our graduate courses competitively and prettily provided courses could be stored available. The Division for Formation told it would not before the received information of the fee overview, that is anticipated to paper previous following year. Nickname Highlander, CEO of the High Formation Politics Institution, told students requested more than clarity on how charges were separated among training and some services. Lot universities are concerned it will conduct to demands for lot reduced charges, outgoing universities worst away. I don't accept, he told. We aware students are skeptical on conducting on sale and recruiting, but they firmly supporting top conducting on training and undergraduate services, love supporting for psychological public health. But if universities are manufacturing a losing at £9,250 per year, how can they accusation less than for graduate degrees? While the overview examines the standard of charges, how do universities escape the experience how they extend or decrease to fill in any accessible financing on propose?